Good evening and welcome to DRM News. Here are the top stories we're following on this Thursday, January 2nd, 2025. First, a horrifying terror attack in New Orleans claims the lives of 10 and leaves dozens injured. Next, an explosion outside the Trump Hotel in Las Vegas sparks FBI investigations into possible terror links. Meanwhile, in Montenegro, a gunman goes on a rampage, killing 4 in a shocking mass shooting. In international headlines, Honduras warns the U.S. against migrant expulsions, threatening military cooperation, and finally, President Biden speaks out, addressing connections between these troubling events. Let's dive into the details of these major stories. Story 1. New Orleans terror attack. Tragedy struck New Orleans French Quarter on New Year's Day, where celebrations turned to chaos as a U.S. Army veteran plowed his truck into a crowd of revelers before opening fire on police. Authorities have identified the suspect as 42-year-old Shamsuddin Jabbar, a Texas resident who died in a shootout with law enforcement.
The subject has been identified as 42-year-old Shamsuddin Jabbar, a U.S.-born citizen from Texas. He was driving a Ford pickup truck, which appears to be rented, and we are working to confirm how the subject came in possession of this vehicle. An ISIS flag was located on the trailer hitch of the vehicle, and the FBI is working to determine the subject's potential associations and affiliations with terrorist organizations.
The attack left at least 10 dead and 35 injured, with some victims in critical condition. Surveillance footage revealed that explosive devices had been planted in the area, heightening concerns of a coordinated act of terror. The FBI has confirmed that they are investigating the attack as a potential act of terrorism. As a result, the annual Sugar Bowl, a New Orleans tradition, was postponed as police searched for additional explosive devices. Story 2. Las Vegas Cybertruck explosion. Just hours after the New Orleans attack, another shocking incident unfolded in Las Vegas. A Tesla Cybertruck exploded outside the Trump International Hotel, killing 1 person and injuring 7 others. Witness footage captured flames pouring from the vehicle, raising immediate questions about the cause. Tesla CEO Elon Musk clarified that the explosion was caused by fireworks or a bomb hidden in the truck bed, unrelated to the vehicle itself. Law enforcement is now investigating whether there's a link between this incident and the New Orleans attack. President Biden addressed the nation, stating that law enforcement and intelligence agencies are coordinating efforts to uncover any connections between the two events. We will leave no stone unturned in protecting the American people, Biden emphasized.
I know I can speak for all Americans when I say our hearts are with the people of New Orleans after the despicable attack that occurred in the early morning hours. To all the families of those who were killed, to all those who were injured, to all the people of New Orleans who are grieving today, I want you to know, I grieve with you. Our nation grieves with you. We're going to stand with you as you mourn and as you heal in the weeks to come.
Story 3. Montenegro mass shooting. Across the Atlantic, the peaceful town of Cetinje, Montenegro, was shattered by a mass shooting on New Year's Day. A gunman opened fire inside a restaurant, killing several people before taking his rampage to the streets, where 2 children were among the victims. Montenegrin authorities declared 3 days of national mourning as special forces combed the rugged terrain for the suspect. While mass shootings are rare in Montenegro, this incident highlights the lingering threat of illegal weapons in the Balkans. Prime Minister Milojko Spajic called the shooting a terrible tragedy, urging the nation to come together during this time of mourning. Story 4. Honduras warns U.S. on migrant expulsions. In international news, Honduran President Xiomara Castro issued a stark warning to the incoming Trump administration, urging them to reconsider plans for mass deportations of Honduran migrants. Castro emphasized that the U.S. military bases in Honduras have been maintained for decades without compensation, and hinted that continued expulsions could jeopardize military cooperation. In her New Year's Day address, she expressed hope for constructive dialogue, but her remarks underline rising tensions between the two nations. Story 5. South Korea probes Boeing 737-800. Crash. In South Korea, authorities are intensifying their investigation into the deadly crash of a Jeju Air Boeing 737-800 at Mon International Airport, which claimed the lives of 175 passengers and 4 crew members on December 29. Acting President Choi Sang-mok announced that immediate action will be taken if inspections of the Boeing 737-800 fleet reveal safety concerns. Authorities are also analyzing the cockpit voice recorder, which is expected to provide critical insights into the flight's final moments by Friday. 2 crew members near the tail of the aircraft miraculously survived the crash, which saw the plane belly land and burst into flames. This tragedy has prompted calls for stricter aviation safety protocols in the region. These are the stories shaping our world today. Stay with DRM News for updates on these and other important developments. For now, take care and have a safe evening.